Fujitsu customers are, as everybody in the market currently, very interested in the possibilities of digital transformation. With the advent of Internet of Things technologies and before that mobile internet and internet, we have now a technology instrumentation that lets us use all kinds of technologies for business innovation. The digital transformation is the business side to the Internet of Things technologies. Internet of Things technologies become useful through the digital transformation. And even though digital transformation does not always use Internet of Things technologies such as sensors and available data from the field, but it always does innovation, and very often it does it in a disruptive manner. What happens is that through the injection of these new technologies into business processes and into all parts of the value creation chain, disruptive innovation becomes possible. And it's disruptive not only to that part of the value chain, such as customer interaction or the development process or the maintenance process of certain products. It can become disruptive to the entire business process of the company. It can transform a product into a service and therefore make life very hard for other service companies and so on. It can reshape the market in an unprecedented way, and therefore business transformation is something that is on everybody's top agenda these days. So the human-centric innovation is Fujitsu's approach towards our goal, and our goal is the creation of a human-centric intelligent society. If that is the goal, a human-centric intelligent society, then the innovation process that leads to this goal cannot ignore the most important element, people. In other companies' approaches, you always find elements such as information and information management and working with data to provide information from the data, or you can find elements towards the infrastructure, be that the IT infrastructure or the other infrastructure of the company. In Fujitsu's case, there's a third element added to information and infrastructure, and that's the dimension of the people. We think that people are very important. They are the third pillar of our human-centric innovation strategy, and in two ways. The one way is that we like to direct our efforts towards the creation of the human-centric intelligent society. Obviously, therefore, the innovations should serve the needs of the people and lead to a better life and a more sustainable future for them. But also, and that's very important, our methodology as actually requiring that any one of our customers who is co-innovating, co-creating with us actually brings in their people, because these people are the ones who know most about the company's processes, about its business, so that the two important elements, namely the information technology and communication technology for the instrumentation and the business technology for the business innovation, can come together. There are no clear-cut borders here, but the business innovation part, by and large, comes from the employees of the company that we work with, from our customers, and the technology contributions, be that in information or in communication technology, come from us. And this convergence of the two, information technology, IT, and business technology, BT, together create this new kind of information that is needed for the future of the digital transformation. And with that, it creates new types of values unseen before, sometimes dramatic change, sometimes disruptive change to the business. So the human-centric innovation is based on three pillars. One of them is about information. Information both in the ways of acquired information for the company that one can use to derive new knowledge and new types of realization of what's needed, either in the operation of the equipment or for the service that the company provides, and also other information sources that come from the external market. The way we mash it together and put it together and make it available to the employees of the company is is rather unique, and it includes social media and other avenues as well. The second pillar is that of the infrastructure. That can be the IT infrastructure or the installed infrastructure if it's a product business of the company. And in these days of the Internet of Things technologies, the infrastructure always includes the deployed things of the Internet, and these are the sensors and the gateways that provide the data that are analyzed as information in the first pillar I was mentioning. The third pillar is the human-centric aspect, the people as the pillar of the human-centric innovation, as we discussed before. So there are many examples. We have done hundreds of projects literally by now, and sometimes the human-centric aspect of it is such that it's very clearly designed and implemented to improve people's lives. Examples would be a project that we have done in Malaysia where we do traffic and transport control, congestion elimination and other added value services to improve the traffic and logistics situation around the metropolitan area. That certainly improves people's lives. This is not just the time that is needed for travel and the less hassle while you're traveling, but also very importantly the environmental aspects that are associated with it. So this is one example where it's done for the people. Other examples are with companies that we have done in Germany, in the United Kingdom, in France, with our technology-oriented customers, with whom we are organizing specially orchestrated innovation workshops in which the employees of the company that we work with, of our customer, are working in teams with our people together to provide the kind of innovation that's needed for the business. It's brainstorming, it's creative, it's bringing forward entirely new ideas, going as far as suggesting new business models made possible by the applications of the technologies that Fujitsu provide, combined with the ideas of the customers, employees, the people, for the betterment of their business altogether. Dynamic infrastructures are a proven and very useful concept about the evolution of infrastructures. Infrastructures tend to be stable for a longer period of time, but this requirement is being now changed and challenged by the developments in both in IT and in business life. In IT, we have bimodal IT, mode 1 IT, traditional IT, mode 2, in very innovative, very agile IT with changing requirements towards the infrastructure as well, changing on a weekly, sometimes on a daily basis. The infrastructure needs to develop at least parts that can respond to that need. In business life, innovation has been moving very rapidly up the IT stack, is moving into the application. So you would think that the infrastructure, therefore, is largely unaffected by that. Nothing could be further from the truth than that. The reality is that the applications and the apps, frequently on mobile devices, have needs towards the infrastructure because they have the need to change information about customer data, about the entire infrastructure of the company, about the maintenance state of the equipment deployed in the field, and so on. And therefore, that kind of information that's being frequently collected in the traditional infrastructure is being used in that innovative and new approach of the applications, and therefore the two need each other very much. So there is this area where the disruptive IT and the traditional IT absolutely must work together, and that has infrastructure consequences. Our approach to that, to this problem, is called hybrid IT, in which we balance, and we do use the term balance, a balanced IT and digital balance. We use these terms to make clear for our customers that our approach will take care of both sides, and it's capable of balancing both sides. Has engaged in the cloud development from the very beginning, and we have several cloud implementations with a large number of customers. It turned out in the development of cloud computing that cloud is not equal cloud. There are different kinds of cloud services, different kinds of cloud products, different kinds of cloud solutions, and we are concentrating on enterprise customers providing exactly the kind of cloud solution they need. Sometimes that means that there are and should be interested in private clouds on premise, but sometimes it means that the load can run in our secured data centers as well. With that foundation and with that platform, we went to the next level, and just recently we introduced our digital enablement platform, which is on a cloud implementation on Fujitsu's next generation cloud services, and it includes layers that can deal with the agile and agility aspects of the business. It can accommodate big data type of analysis. It can deal with the data and the management of the small assets such as the sensors in the Internet of Things environments, and it has enough software and hardware capability and hooks so that entire end-to-end digital value chains can be defined on that. So we are in the fortunate position that everything that we did for the cloud computing before IoT and digital transformation arrived is applicable to the new disciplines, and the main delivery model for the analysis of the data of the IoT and the digital transformation is on cloud based in Fujitsu.